Check it out, guys, it's my first Bullfighter. Hey guys, welcome back to the Bald Shredder channel. And yes, we are checking out, for the very first time on my channel, a guitar from Bullfighter. But it's not just any guitar, it's a guitar that's got built-in amps, effects, drums, Bluetooth. This is the all-new D160 SE Smart Electric Guitar. And you can get this on Amazon for $299. But right now, as of today, there's a 30% off coupon. Which means, with the coupon, you can get this for like $210. And I'm gonna tell you right now, for how well it's made, and the quality of the materials, and the built-in stuff, and man, $210, yeah, that is a really good deal. Let me start by just giving you guys a quick rundown of the overall specs on the guitar. It's got an alder body with a roasted maple neck, 22 frets, medium-sized frets, stainless steel frets with the rounded ball ends. It's got Alnico pickups, humbucker, single. And then like your standard control layout, 1 volume, 2 tones, and a 5-way blade switch. The tuners are pretty nice, really smooth. I really like the way they look. And it's got the Bullfighter logo on each tuner. And this neck, this is a really nice roasted maple neck. The neck profile is not super duper thin, but it's not chunky either. It's kind of like I would say like a modern C Fender shaped neck profile. Very comfortable, good fretwork. They're not jumbo frets, definitely not, just kind of regular medium-sized frets. And at the moment, guys, the action is a little bit high for my taste down at the high frets up here, but I haven't done anything to adjust it. So perhaps turning the truss rod a little bit would help that, and then maybe doing a little bit of adjustment on the saddles. That usually pretty much solves that problem, and that's really easy to do. And it does have your vintage trem style bridge, and yes, it came with the bar, but I will not be using the bar because these things have a tendency to go out of tune really easily. Now you would think with like all the built-in stuff, all the stuff that they have to add in there, you know, the battery box and everything, that this is gonna be really heavy. Well, that's not the case at all. It's actually under 7 pounds. It clocks in at exactly 6.78 pounds. So yeah, pretty standard on the weight. Okay, so let's get to the built-in stuff here. So, you know guys, you can use this as just like a regular electric guitar. You don't have to have the effects on. You see this master switch right here? You can turn it on. See, it lights up. Now you're gonna be using those built-in effects and stuff. But if you turn it off, and you know, you plug in your cable into your computer, your amp or whatever, it's just like a regular, ordinary electric guitar. So you can use it either way. Now on the built-in effects and amps and stuff, we've got 4 buttons down here. I'm gonna take you through all 4 buttons. I'm gonna do sound samples. Each one has 4 different settings. So you're on that button, you click it 4 times, you go through all 4, and then you go to the next one. So it's a total of 16. And here's what they sound like. Okay guys, right now, I've got the guitar on my amp and my computer set on a completely clean setting with no effects, no amps, anything. It sounds like this. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn on the internal amps and effects in here, and I'm gonna go through them one by one. There is 4 on each one, so watch the colors change on the buttons there, and you'll see in here as I go through the 4 different settings on each one, a total of 16. Here we go. Okay, so I thought there were some pretty cool sounds coming out of those, right? Some of them were a little on the plain side and then a little more flavorful with some effects and some delay, and pretty cool. Actually, it kind of surprised me because, you know, based on the color scheme here, with the pink and the blue, it looks kind of like, oh, this is gonna be like a toy guitar. So my expectations were pretty low as far as the sound quality goes, but I was pleasantly surprised that, yeah, it sounded better than I thought it would. One thing you need to keep in mind, guys, is that as you're going through those presets and you're pushing the button, sometimes the sound level, the volume, like how loud it is, it jumps up. Like you push the button to the next preset and boom, it's way louder. So you gotta be really careful about that, especially if you're using the headphone jack. And yes, guys, you can plug into the headphone jack and you'll hear all the built-in stuff. You don't need to be plugged into an amp or anything. But just be careful if you're using, you know, the little earbuds, headphones, whatever, or even if you're just plugged into an amp and you go to the next setting and all of a sudden, boom, you get blasted out. So just be a little bit careful of that. All right, and then we got the 3 buttons over here for the drums. I'm gonna take you through all 12 drum presets. Check it out. So definitely like a variety of beats, and really cool that you can speed up the tempo, slow down the tempo as fast or as slow as you want. I think that's really valuable for practicing, you know, because a lot of times you hear guys saying, you know, practice with a metronome, practice with a metronome. And if you don't want to do that, or if that's a little bit too boring for you, or you want a different kind of a beat, well, you can play along with the beat. Or if you're just like songwriting, coming up with riffs and stuff, sometimes just playing with a different kind of a beat will bring out some riff that you weren't even thinking about. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then this little button right here, that's the Bluetooth button. So another really cool feature that I keep seeing more and more in these smart guitars is the Bluetooth connection. So you can connect that to your phone or whatever, and you get music, backing track, whatever you want to play, it's going to come through that Bluetooth connection, and it's going to come out through however you're listening to the guitar, whether it's the headphone jack or, you know, plugged into an amp or whatever. All right, so that's all well and good, But what if I just want to play the guitar as just a straight up electric guitar and I don't want to use any of those built-in effects at all? Well, what's that gonna sound like? Like this. And another thing that I forgot to mention earlier is I really like how they did the neck joint. It's not square like you see on a lot of these kind of like Strat style electric guitars. It's got the rounded off, you know, got rid of that point right there. It's just more comfortable when you've got your hand up here because you don't have that point like jabbing you in the palm of your hand. So I like that. Now it did come with a whole bunch of like goodies and accessories. So I'm gonna show you guys that stuff one by one. I got it all sitting on the table here. So remember how it's got the headphone jack, right? Well, it comes with the little earbuds for you to use. It even has like different size, you know, the little rubber tips that you put on there to, if you have different size ears. And some of the stuff was in this like pretty cool little black bag. And what else is in the black bag here? So we've got this, you know, we see this all the time with the electric guitars. It's got kind of that cheap cable in there. And then the bar for the trim and the little Allen wrenches. You know what's interesting is this guitar came with two cables. I don't know if they all come like that. You know, you've got the cheap one here, but then in the other bag, there is a nicer cable, slightly nicer. I think is it the same? No, I don't think it's the same. Yeah, this one is slightly nicer than that one. So two cables, a strap, a really cheap strap, an extra set of strings, and these appear to be 10 gauge strings. And yeah, I could tell when playing that, I'm pretty sure it comes set up with 10 gauge strings. We've got the little USB connection so you can charge up the battery. And if I can pull that out, there it is. And it's got a couple of little adapters that you could use as far as, what is that? I don't know. Like another kind of connection, and I think this is like an iPhone connection or something. I don't really know. Clip-on tuner, polishing cloth with the Bullfighter logo on there, and 3 different Bullfighter guitar picks. And if that wasn't enough, guys, it actually comes in a really nice box, packaged very nicely, very safely. Probably the most colorful guitar box that I've ever gotten a guitar in. Okay, guys, I think I am more impressed than I thought I was gonna be. When I first heard of Bullfighter guitars, I first saw them on Amazon, I don't know, a year ago or whatever it was, I thought, Bullfighter, wow, what a silly name. I thought the guitars would just be like the cheapest thing ever and just, you know, kind of unplayable, not very good, just kind of based on the name. You know, these companies just come up with really silly names sometimes. But let me tell you, don't be deterred by the name. As I've already pointed out, it's got really good features. Alder body, roasted maple neck, stainless steel frets and stuff, made really well. So yeah, I was definitely pleasantly surprised, and hopefully I'll have a chance to check out some more stuff from Bullfighter. Alrighty guys, so if you want to check this out or you want more information, of course I'm going to have that link down in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time!